Jason Ullman at 1021 First Street Northwest. Talked to most of you about the speeding issue on my street. Emails I talked to and met maybe half of you. Anyway, actually to segue from what you were saying, I do think you guys are kind of the stewards of safety to the city and kind of the parents in this family that we have. And I do think it's a safety issue that we got a petition around for a stop sign at First Street.
Excuse me.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Really be the only solution to the problem. We've had an enforcement, which I absolutely appreciate, but it just doesn't work. As soon as they're gone, the problem's right there. Your job is pretty, from what I've seen tonight, pretty boring and thankless, and I submit that this is one thing where we can very easily fix it, prevent loss of life, damage to property. We've had one neighbor has had the same car hit 3 times, parked on a street. It seems ridiculous, but it happens all the time. On every block, I've got names. People whose cars have been hit, dogs, at least one dog get hit. I know that it's a problem on every street that is in that situation. I think our unique problem here is the houses are closer to the street, especially on the north side. You've got, if your kids are playing in the front street there, 12 feet from traffic. So it's definitely a bigger problem in some areas. With the construction of 122, it's driving more traffic over. And again, it's about probably an 8 or 10 block stretch without any stop signs of any kind, anything to slow you down. There was a speed study done, which I'm sure you've all seen, which was judged, I guess, statistically to be somewhat normal, although I would submit that driving 40 miles an hour in a residential zone should have done how many times it happened. I can definitely show it to you. Just looking here, I mean, there's over 14 in 1 week, just in 1 hour. So that's, I guess, dozens of times in a day if somebody's traveling over 40 miles an hour on that street. Residential, 25 miles an hour. Doesn't make sense. Again, I guess to summarize, super obvious problem. Everybody I talk to sees it. Super obvious. And I talked to you about putting it on the agenda for November 2nd, Tuesday. Move forward with that. Hopefully have your report. And hopefully get it done before somebody gets hurt. All around. Personally, I have children with pets, fortunately, but I was here from Minneapolis 5 years ago, and for whatever reason, I've always had in my heart that I have to do the right thing. And when I see things happening the wrong way, I would, for some reason, feel like it's my obligation to correct it. I think it's nothing wrong there that would be very easily corrected. So, look forward to your help. Thanks to those that have already helped. It's been definitely noted. I know a lot of my neighbors aren't as vocal as I am, but they're there. They're behind me. They'll be here in a second to help out. And wow, 5 minutes is a long time. I got nothing. Thank you, Mr. Olman.
It is for some of us.
Like I said, hate public speaking. I noticed that. You're a little nervous up there. Oh, yeah. I can't stand it.
Thank you, Mayor, Council. The Elmwood Cemetery guy must have left. That entrance up there on 10th Street, north, south, west, 10th Street, the one that they're putting the pavers and working on that entrance there. It's been at a standstill for 2 months. There's pavers blocking the street. Nobody's doing anything with them. I don't know if that's a work stoppage or a union issue or what. 2 months, no one's done anything up there. The piles of bricks block the entrance. We've got some excavation going on. It's been that way for 2 months. Also, the multi-purpose arena. Come on. Mayor, let's at least appoint a committee and just keep the dialogue going. People are asking, I know they're asking you, because they're asking me, what's going on? Let's move that forward. And we're not talking about building it, but whatever it is our next step is going to be, maybe we want to get people involved and let them figure it out. I hope you guys would reevaluate the sidewalk on South Monroe while it's all tore up and being done. Something's going to happen there. You want to talk safety? D.G. Clark people walk it all the time. And some of those instances, those are people that don't have much to lose. Think about that, would you? So anyway, I would hope you can address some sidewalks there, because this is the time to do it. Fourthly, the police and the community neighborhood services working together, driving around, driving tickets. I am totally opposed to that. Totally opposed to it. Now, if I lived in Asbury or Briarstone, I really wouldn't have an issue, really. You know, paintball, guns, stuff, and toilet paper this past weekend. But my neighborhood is where we live. We live life in my neighborhood on a 50 by 150 foot lot. A patrolman can come down the alley and ticket 20 of us. Quite frankly, I'm storaged out. And I don't think that's necessary. We don't even have that in place yet, the strict code enforcement we want to do around the community. You know, I know we get those grant monies, those opportunities, and aren't we foolish if we don't take the federal money? But I don't remember reading that particular grant, and clearly I don't read all those grant requests that we get because there's no matching dollars. But this one here evidently says that we're going to help make neighborhoods safer. You know what? Harassing people isn't going to make the neighborhood safer. It's going to make the neighborhood angrier. I can guarantee you. Sixth, Councilman Hickey. I love you, buddy. You got yourself a 1,920 square foot garage today. Remember we had the little fight about the 1,200 square foot garage? The staff wasn't really for it, and neighborhood services wasn't really for it, and we had to get that thing, and I had to do my work to get 1,200. You got 1,920. I appreciate that. I also appreciate staff saying, well, that's going to be a can of worms and open it up, and there's people going to come down the pike and want that too. And ZBA thumbs it up. So there's people that want 5-stall garages, that want a place to put their stuff. Well, here's their opportunity. You paved the way. I appreciate it. Seventh, the EDC, North Iowa Corridor. Went to their little get-together last night. Missed the brunch, the hors d'oeuvres, and all the stuff. But I got there 2 minutes before the program, and I heard their message. I'm kind of confused by it, but I want to say this. We contribute $1 million in the last 15 years to the EDC to create jobs in this town, and we take the brunt of the fault for not having jobs. And you know what? What I've noticed in the last year, that Gilman guy over there has been working on EDC plus 21, this new little outfit. They said it's been almost a year they're working on it. North Iowa Fairgrounds, he tried to broker a deal with the Kinson family in a hotel, EDC. That fell through. And he's also trying to franchise a hockey team in Maple City. What the hell's he doing? Is that his job description? Think about those. And all the time we lost AMPI in the recent history. So what are they doing over there at North Iowa Corridor? Do they need some help figuring out what their job description is? Because brokered a deal for a hotel company in the fairgrounds, it boggles my mind. I hope we remember it come budget time. Seriously. Lastly, my friend Janet Solberg. I'm not interested. I came to you guys 2 months ago and said we had a problem with the mail. John Skipper coming in the front, getting in our mailboxes and going out the back door, employees only. Quit it. That's all I asked you to do. Now we're up to plexiglass and locks. I don't support it. I think I heard that from Don Nelson. I don't support putting plexiglass and locks and anything. I support keeping the people out of there. If somebody on the street wants to give something to the council members, the mayor, or somebody in staff, they can see Diana Black and she can run it back there for them. There's no, we have tiptoeing around back there. 2, I got a letter here. Please, out of order. I got another thing here. Now I got 2 more things. You're taking my time away from me.
Mr. Skipper. Councilman, you're over.
So, I got 2 things here.
Is there anybody else?
One, we got this workman's comp audit that ended up in my mailbox from a council person who wants to know about the insurance, who works in the insurance industry. That's a conflict of interest. I'm not comfortable with that at all. At all. Somebody else in our factory could do that. Thirdly, I want to say this.
Being there's nothing else, we'll adjourn and we're going
To Councilman Solberg, don't ever bring my children up again or my family at this table again, or you'll be hearing from my attorney. You're familiar with that type of activity, aren't you? Don't mention my kids again at this table.